Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Coffee in the Corral. I'm Abigail Hobbs, and I am situating myself right now on a very icy mounting block here in my corral. I am faithfully showing up regardless of this weather we have today, which, by the way, is really pretty. It's just really cold. It's 18 degrees out here right now, and a couple of my horses have blankets on. Zell and Sky don't have as thick of coats, so they have blankets on. Zelenka's over here right now, rubbing up against me because the ice on her ears and the snow that's frozen on her forelock and around her ears is making her really itchy on her face. So she's getting a really good solid itch in right now. Zell, can you say hi to everybody? I'm trying something fun today, and I'll see if I can get it to work out, but I'm going to video today's podcast. The whole thing. It's going to be like a wide view, so you can see the environment that I'm in right now and the corral with the horses and the love and the kissiness. Hi, Zell. Okay. That's what Zell had to say. She's like, enough of that kissiness. Now get back to your itching, woman. Oh, gosh. So anyways, yeah, I'm very bundled up right now. And Zell has already gotten lots of hair and ice and snow on my notes for today. And now she is chewing on the mounting block to get the ice off. That's very interesting, Zell. She's a little, she must like herself a little icy, you know? A little ice cone or something. Gosh, it's a good thing I don't care about keeping things clean, Zell. Hi, everybody. I'm so glad you're here today. Thanks for coming back. And got some stuff to talk about today that I'm really excited about. Sorry, I'm distracted at the moment because Zell's blanket is flipped a little bit inside out in this one spot. I gotta fix it. Okay, there, baby. That feels better, huh? The horses have some hay. They are really happy. I've given them a lot of hay today because of how cold it is. They're hungry. So, but they would rather be out in the weather than to be in the barn. Horses prefer to be outside. They get nervous when they spend a lot of time in the barn. It's not what, their natural environment's like. So if I can blanket the horses and keep them outside, I do. Okay, Zell, she is now itching herself in the barn because apparently I don't itch it hard enough. The areas where the blankets are on the horses, like right up against her. Zell, move your butt. Now her butt's up against me. I'm not itching your butt. I have boundaries. Sorry. And now she's blocking the camera. So you might just be watching Zell today. I don't know. This is a challenge. Anyways, here it is. This is me out here in the corral. And what I would like to talk about today is I realized when I was planning for this podcast that it was the last podcast of January 2023. Like next week, we're going to be into February. And I thought, holy shit, we are already a month gone into this new year. And it seems like we just got here. And I know people talk about like time flies and sometimes it seems like it does and sometimes it seems like it goes so slow. But it really got me thinking that time does not wait for us to get our shit figured out. So I strongly believe that we need to quit making excuses for why we're not making the changes we know we need to make. Quit thinking that we have forever or that tomorrow or eventually or, all these things of we'll get our life in order or we'll do the things that we truly want to do or what's honoring to us when fill in the blank. And so we're wasting our time. That's what I just was thinking. We have one wild and precious life. We have one. We have one shot at this. I know for me, I don't want to waste it. I don't want to waste it living a life of misery and stress, or not just not living in misery and stress, but also just half-heartedly. Like, I don't want to live just happy enough, or, it's fine. My life is fine. It's not a big deal. I feel like I run into so many people that are not in love with their life. They have settled. They've settled for, just the kind of status quo of just, I did the things. I fell in love. I got married. I had kids. I raised them. And now I'm just, an old fart or whatever. Like, I don't believe that. Oops, what's the matter, baby? A little spooky face spooked at something. It's okay. It's all right. I don't believe we have to live that way. And I don't want to live that way. I know for me, like, I want to make the most of every moment. Now, please don't get me wrong, because I'm not like this guru that just every moment I'm really present in and I'm just soaking up. Like, no, that's unrealistic. There are plenty of days where I'm proud of myself for surviving that day. But overall, like, I'm continually working harder and making it my goal to create the life that has less stress and more peace, that's honoring to me. Really, I'm working on my ability to let go of what others think about me and how others think that I should live my life. Hello, Rihanna. Rihanna came over here to say hi. So it's constantly working to get better in those areas, because, I don't want to just kind of get through life, or just kind of be a blob in the river that just kind of goes along and life just happens. And I'm like, I want to be really intentional. I don't think we're going to get the life that we want unless we're intentional. And I mean very intentional. Because, it's that way with anything that you really want. You got to work hard for it. You have to make sacrifices for it. You have to be willing to disappoint people. And be willing to have disappointments yourself. Are you itchy too, baby? She's itchy too. So many itchiness, huh? So I wrote down some things, and I was thinking about the way I used to live and the lies that I used to believe. And I wanted to name a couple of these lies and talk about the truth that I believe now. Because these are the things that help me create the life that I want. Sitting down and writing out lies that I have believed really helps me, because then I can go, holy fuck, I don't want to live believing that anymore. Am I being intentional and putting things in place in my new life to be able to not continue in those old unhealthy patterns? So first off, the first thing that came to my mind, and it was just so... it was very important. It was a very important subject, I guess. When I was growing up, it was like this big deal to not be selfish. Especially in the religion that I was raised in and the cult that I was raised in, selfishness was a horrible thing. So it was all about being selfless. And in the Christian religion, it's about, sacrificing yourself for others, putting others before you. And I could go on and on, honestly. I could talk for hours about all of the bullshit that was brainwashed into my brain that I no longer believe. But I won't do that today. I think that I just want to point out that the thing that they taught, and I don't think it honestly was just the cult that I grew up in, but because I've heard this from a lot of Christians who struggle with, and especially moms who struggle with taking care of themselves. We were taught it was selfish to take care of yourself or consider your needs over someone else's. Yeah. Interesting, huh?